Hey peoples! So tonight we're kicking off the American Idol Top 12 Guys on Rank My Idol, and I've got to tell you, tonight was really no better than last night with the girls. It just wasn't doing it for me, and honestly I can't figure out who was worse. Was the girls from last night worse, or was it the guys from tonight? I don't know. You tell me, leave me some comments to let me know, but I'm not feeling it this season. I'm really not feeling American Idol. And it could be because it just started and we don't really know these people yet, but I mean, there's a couple that have been enjoyable to watch, but for the most part, no one's spectacular. So let's count them down. Right now, we're ranking the Idol guys, starting with the worst. Number 12, Jermaine Sellers. Jermaine sang a song made him seem like he was 80 years old. The song was extremely old style. I think Simon said it'd be the thing that someone would request if they were, 50, 60 years old at a hotel bar. That's not what you want to hear on American Idol. He used it to show off his range, I think. That was how he justified his choice, but it really was not necessary for him to do at this point in the competition, and it really was just not a good enough performance to be back again next week. There's just no way. So he's cut, gotta go. Number 11 is John Park, and that makes me really sad to say because when I saw his audition, I was really excited about John Park. I thought he gave a really great audition in the beginning, and just all I can say about him is he was totally boring. I could care less about his performance. I could care less about him now, and honestly, he reminded me of Anoop Desai from last season. Anoop, I coined a little phrase about him and said he was a snooze, because he really was. I mean, he would just put you to sleep when he was up there just singing away, and you're like, I'm ready for bed. Number 10 is Todrick Hall. He has tons of personality. He is just exuding with character, and he sang Kelly Clarkson's Since You've Been Gone. Now, he opened the show, which it's really hard to be the first one to go out there. But he was very creative and brave in doing this Kelly Clarkson song, and he really made it his own. He put his own spin on it, but it was mostly a weird spin. It wasn't really a good, daring move that he took. So Simon said that he came off as a dancer trying to sing like a singer, a dancer trying to be a singer, and it just didn't work for him at all. So poor guy. Number 9 is Tim Urban. Now Tim is the one that was brought back on American Idol after the other idol got kicked out because he had a contract with some boy band, the guy with the curly blonde, like yellow hair. Anyway, so Tim Urban came on. He just had a bad song choice overall. He sang One Republic's Apologize, and he would jump from the low notes to the high notes and back down, and it just really didn't suit him at all. And when he'd go up in the range and sing the high notes, he sounded like a girl, to be quite honest. And it was really sad because he seemed incredibly nervous, and he seems like a really good guy, and his nerves just got the best of him. So hopefully he'll be back next week, because I think if he just doesn't get such a bad song choice like that he'll really do better, I'm hoping. And number 8 is Tyler Grady. Tyler is the 70s guy. I love his style. I do. I'm digging his 70s style. And I think Vote for the Worst is going to be picking him as the worst guy that they want to vote for, and whatever, that's totally fine. But he's not the worst, but whatever keeps him in the competition, sure. I just love his 70s vibe. But what he really needs to do is take the 70s and make it work for him now in this new millennium. And make the 70s modern and cool instead of looking like he's just doing a homage to Jim Morrison. He can't be doing that. Number 7 is Aaron Kelly. This kid is totally the country version of David Archuleta. And I have a problem with that because I never liked David Archuleta. I'm sorry. I just didn't get a kick out of a 16-year-old boy singing boring songs that a 70-year-old Tony Bennett would sing or something. It didn't do it for me. But Aaron has really nice, strong vocals too, just like David Archuleta did, so he's just not my style. Number 6 is Joe Munoz. He sang Jason Mraz, and I love Jason Mraz, so my first reaction was, please, dear God, don't let him butcher Jason Mraz. He sang You and I Both, which is not a well-known Jason Mraz song, whereas I'm Yours is a well-known Jason Mraz song. And I really didn't know anything about this guy. I don't think we really saw him in Hollywood Week. They just kind of told us, oh, this guy made it, and they never really gave us his background story. So I don't think the audience feels like they know him very well, and that could cause him some problems with moving on in the competition. But I was really impressed. He held his own singing Jason Mraz. Very impressed with him. Number 5 is Lee DeWeese. He sang Snow Patrol's Chasing Cars, and the judges gave him some advice saying that he should stick in the rocker genre, kind of Kings of Leon-esque. But he was better than everyone that had come before him at that point tonight. But he wasn't memorable. He was good, he just didn't give me any reason to continue to watch him. But he has a really neat tone to his voice, and I think that was really nice to hear. Number 4 is Alex Lambert. No relation to Adam Lambert, just so you all know. Totally different. I really enjoy his voice. It is strange. It has the weirdest little twang to it, but it's really kind of cool. It's really neat to listen to. And he called Simon Sir, and Simon got very upset about it and said, "Oh, I'm not Sir, I'm Simon, blah, blah, blah." But this kid's from Texas, and he has a mullet. He has a lot of character and personality, but he seemed very nervous. I really think he should stick around because he seems like he has a very genuine, real soul, and I think that's what American Idol needs. Some more genuine people. I love those guys, and not all the guys that try to be divas. So number 3 is Michael Lynch, and he's the guy that during Hollywood Week, his wife had their first child, and he wasn't there for that. But he did a really good job. I forgot that he even played the guitar, but he just holds his own up on stage playing that guitar. He rocks out. I thought the song that he sang suited him well. It was Maroon 5, and it really did. It suited him well. It suited his voice. It suited the way that he kind of carries himself. He's very confident on stage, and I think that really, really comes off. He's extremely likable, too, so he's going to sail right on through. And he was, I think, in the rankings going on, or not in the rankings, in the number he went on tonight, I believe he was number, I want to say like 9, and he was the best up until that point, I thought. And they kind of saved the best for last tonight on Idol. They had 9 being Michael Lynch, and then, Michael Lynch was number 10. Then Casey James was 11, and then Andrew Garcia was 12. So they saved the best for last. They really did. Which brings me to number 2. How much time do I have? Okay. Which brings me back to number 2. Number 2 is Andrew Garcia. Early fave of mine. I just loved him, and he was great in his audition. Floored me in Hollywood Week when he sang Paula Abdul's number of Straight Up. Oh my gosh, amazing. He actually made that song a cool song, a song that someone would want to listen to and enjoy. It was fantastic, but he's an early fave. I expected a lot more out of him tonight. I was looking forward to him doing his performance the most, but I think he did a great job singing Fall Out Boy's Sugar We're Going Down, but he just could have done much, much more with a different song, I think, but I enjoyed it. I think he really uses his voice as an instrument, which is really nice. And he just has such kind of control over his voice. It's really, really nice to hear. I think he could really win it. That's what I'm going to go ahead and say. I think that Andrew Garcia could be the next American Idol of Season 9. He's got it. He's got whatever that it factor is, he's got it. But which leads me to number 1, which is Casey James. And all the girls out there sigh. Casey James is a really nice looking young man. He is eye candy for sure. And Kara seems to have the hots for him. But Kara said tonight, you're not just eye candy, you're ear candy as well, which is true. When you get past it, he's absolutely gorgeous. He has a really nice voice that's absolutely gorgeous as well. I think he's also very genuine. He's one of the few that's very genuine, very humble. It must be the Texas boy thing, That's got to be it. I love him. I think he's really great. I think he's going to go very, very far, and if he doesn't, America has problems. But I'm sure he will because, as we know, if you're cute on American Idol, you go far, and so do the pretty girls. So it'll all work out fine in the end. But that is how we rank them tonight on Rank My Idol, ranking them from number 12 all the way to number 1, and that's where we got to leave you tonight. So tomorrow night on American Idol, 2 girls go home, 2 guys go home. You know how I voted. You know who I think should go home. We'll see how it goes. And we'll see you right here again next week.